Hello there, this is Deborah, and right now as you can see, I'm making some bath bombs for Christmas. I actually have an order here that I'm working on. One's going to be in some monkey farts. That's a fragrance. That's not my name that I came up with. The company had that name. And I'm also going to be doing some bubblegum bath bombs as well. This is a really good day for my bath bombs. As I mix this, I can feel the heaviness in it, so it's going to be a real good day. I believe everything is going to bind together. I've already added all my ingredients here, my baking soda, my citrus acid. I will put this in the description box, a little recipe for you there. So everything is mixed together. So right now I'm just testing it and bringing it together to make sure it's going to stay bind together. And like I said, it feels pretty heavy. Not too heavy, it feels just right. And so when you squeeze it together, if you can get a nice ball that stays together, then you know this is going to be a good bath bomb day. Now this is not so good here. I'm going to be using the silicone molds, and boy do we fight. Because they're so flimsy, they're not firm enough, you have to really work with them, and they can be a challenge. So if you've never made bath bombs before, one of the first things you want to do is use a more firmer pan. I usually use this to make my soap in, but I also use it for the bath bombs. Here I have some embeds that I've already bloomed together. Now what blooming is basically just taking baking soda and your colorants and bringing them together and letting it dry to put it in your bath bombs. It just makes it just make the color more vivid, more vibrant as the word. Makes it really pretty in the water. I'm doing a couple of deckers there. Now I will be speeding this video up along the ways because I just want to speed it up a little bit, so you know, not wasting too much of your time there. I hope I'm not. Hopefully you're watching this to really get a feel how to make the bath bombs. But I'm always concerned about my viewers watching my videos. I really want to make sure that you understand what I'm doing, but not take too much of your precious time from you. I'm having to move the camera. It's a little bit too close to the table, and every time I'm pressing down on the bath bombs, the camera is kind of moving, so I just kind of moved it out of the way a little bit. I have a little small workspace here, but I'm not complaining. We'll get the job done here. So what I'm doing is just filling the cavities, and for the snowman here, and I think I'm going to be putting a couple layers of the colors because I really want it to pop when it gets in the water. Working with bath bombs is a challenge because you just never know. I guess it's like making soap, but a little bit easier than making soap because you really never know what you get there. But here you can kind of control your mix. If it's not a good bath bomb day, you can either add a little more liquid or less liquid, so you can kind of get a feel for it. So today, like I said, my mix feels really good. It's binding really good. The last video I did with making the bath bombs, it wasn't a good bath bomb day, and nothing wanted to bind together. It was like everything just felt like sand the whole time. It just felt so grainy. It wasn't thickening up. It wasn't binding together. But today, it feels really good. But I'm still having to work at a nice pace because it can dry, and sometimes you can add a little bit more witch hazel, which I am using witch hazel today, or alcohol, or I don't use water, but if you did, I guess you could. With this mold here, this is a nice firmer mold than that, and I love this mold, but they're a little bit smaller, so I'm just making a few little extra ones for the grandbabies there. I'll go along with this order here. So every chance I get, I like to make them a little something because they love the bath bombs. A lot of times when I make them bath bombs, I like to put oatmeal into their bath bombs because of their eczema. this just kind of makes it a little bit smoother on your skin. So, but we're not going to talk about eczema or nothing else because I'm not trying to promote any healing, anything you can use for healing. I'm just having some fun making bath bombs, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. Now, these I don't have to pack quite as firm as I did the silicone ones, but you do have to pack them where they stay together. So I'm just doing a few of those. I actually have 2 different batches that I'm working with. I usually don't do that where I usually just make one batch, do one batch, and start a new batch. But because of the temperature and everything seems to be right in my work area here, I did go ahead, as you can see, the other red big measuring plastic container there has some mix in it as well, but it's okay. It's going to hold up really good. I've been making bath bombs for about 5 years, and I've learned a lot about them. You know how hectic it can be with the humidity and different things, different environments can make a big difference in your bath bombs. I remember taking some bath bombs to Alabama, where my mother lived, and I didn't have them wrapped really good, and within a few days they was all they was all dust, and I was like shocked because I hadn't experienced that before living where I live here. This is a good bath bomb place. So I was really surprised. So I know that if I send bath bombs there, they have to make sure they're wrapped really, really good and kept in a nice cool place, or where they're not going to get all that humidity. But bath bombs are a lot of fun, and this time of the year it's just really popular. Make really nice gifts to give, and you can do it really easy. Now this is actually a Jello mold my friend Deb Loney gave me. She gave me a few molds here. She's so sweet. And I like this Jello mold. It really does good. Now, because I usually don't do this, but because my ingredients are so nice and such a good day, I'm going to be able to pack this, even though it seems like it's dry, but it's not. It's still nice, and it's still nice and firm. It's not dried out at all. So, like I said, I will be speeding up along the way here so that we can just kind of take you through it. And if you're making bath bombs, there will be a recipe for you if you never made it before. But one of the advice I would give you if you never made bath bombs before, and if you make them and they don't come out right, don't give up. Just keep working with your mix and getting comfortable with it. So now I'm going to do the order that I have for the bubble gum. After this video, I usually make a whole lot more where I'm not talking, so I can just get down and get the work done. But for this video, I'm just making a small batch here. This is actually a bigger order, but I'm just taking advantage of it to make this video. This is the bubblegum fragrance oil, and I can't remember where I got this, but I will put down in the description area where everything came from, so if you wanted to order it, you would be able to do that. None of the companies that I talk about or put their products down, they do not pay me or anything. I don't get any tips or anything. That'd be nice if I did, but I just like to put it down so you would have an idea where you can buy different products and your fragrance oils and things like that. I don't like to lose anything, so as you can see, I just kind of put a little mix inside to get it all out. Sometimes when you're working with fragrance oils and essential oils, when you pour it out of the container, it still has some in, so that's my way of getting it out. Okay, this is that second batch, and it's still nice and firm. Now I'm using witch hazel. I'm just gonna do about 10 squirts here because it is a nice bath bomb day. If it was not a nice bath bomb day, I would put just a little bit more if I had to. If I test my mix and it was really too dry, then I would add a little bit more. But this mix is really heavy right now, and it's pretty good. I'm really excited here. See, I just barely touch it and it's holding together. So, woohoo, this is a good day. Yeah. I like it when everything comes together. And especially when I'm doing it for my customers, it's really nice and firm. Oh, that feels really good. Woohoo! Excited, excited, excited. Oh boy. Now I'm putting the embeds in here. Normally this is a little small for the embed, but because I had a little small mold that I was able to make the embeds, they fit perfect in there. Now as you can see, I speeded it up a little bit because outside of this video I still have a lot of work to do, a lot of bath bombs to make. You know, a lot of us, we're soapers, but we make bath bombs, we make lotions, we make a little everything. And a lot of us even make products wholesale for companies. You know, we can't put our names on them, but we make a lot of products for companies and everything else, wholesale wise. Okay, as you can see here, I am moving fast. I at one point start to go slower, but because someone was cracking, I thought, let's just go faster and get this over with. Me and my painting, we're not on key today, but it's coming out so-so. I'm not complaining about it. I use 100% alcohol, isopropanol alcohol, and put it into my mica here, and it just goes on really good. It just makes you be able to paint really smooth. Am I talking good today here? But anyway, it just makes it glide on really nice. I do have an airbrush, but me and the airbrush haven't got to know each other very well lately. I've had it for a few months, so I really need to play with it a little more to learn how to get it going good. So if any of you use an airbrush, you know what I'm talking about. You got to really learn how to use it well. But I'm going to try it the next time. Maybe for Valentine's Day. Right now, I'm just still hand painting everything. There's colors inside. I will be adding a little more color to these booties here, these little boots. I'm probably going to make them red. Okay, I'm going to wind this up. Thank you so much for watching this video. This is the outcome, and behind it is a really cute little light that I sometimes send to my special customers with their bath bombs. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Have an awesome and a blessed day. Bye now.